Okay, a little update on the Phoenix. It just seems like it's taking forever, but Harmon's not here every day. He works 4 hours a day when he does come up, but it's just it's taking a long time. But there are some things that are just about ready for primer. So that right front fender, well, both fenders are ready for primer. That one's ready. Yeah, that one's ready. I have to look on the other side. I know one door, the driver's side door, is ready for primer. This, he worked a long time on this. I don't know. It still seems like it's a little high there, but I need to find the other door to go in there and take a look at it. But anyway, he pretty much got this ready on Friday, and then he found a crack, so he cut that out for me, and I'll have that welded up before he comes back to work on it again. Yeah, that rear quarter's ready for primer, and yeah, this fender's prepped. Nah, he's working on this door. Yeah, we put a patch panel in there, and I guess he ground through in a couple places. He wants me to weld up because he had to get in here and beat on the bottom of that door to get it to go in. So probably Tuesday the door will be ready for primer, but he's still got the cab corners to do. Is that fender ready? Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's still got both cab corners to do, but yeah, I got those corners welded in. I know how to do cab corners now. Oh no, he's a long way on this door. Yeah, because look at all this mud up here. Like I said, it feels like it's taking forever, and it is. It'll probably be February before it even is close to paint. But it's going to be done right, There won't be any rust in this truck, so I guess it's a good thing. I didn't even know that floor was rusted out. And this piece here, I made this piece and a patch to go in there. And yeah, pour 15, the patch panels and all that. I learned a lot working with Harmon. I learned stuff I didn't even want to know, but it just happens. So anyway, right now I need to take advantage of the fact that Harmon won't be here until Tuesday. This is Sunday, this is Christmas Eve. I got one more thing on that plow truck. Yeah, it's always one more thing, and then it's one more thing, and then it's one more thing after that I'd like to address. And then pretty much done fooling with it, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna bring that plow truck in and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I just got kind of a quick little thing I need to look into.
Hey, welcome to Rat Rodding. My name's Waylon Wire, and don't ever do what we do here on this channel.
Hello boys and girls, welcome back to Waylon Wire's Old Iron. This video is brought to you by Vevor. Vevor is the company that sent me this shop stool, and it's really nice. It's really worked out well. I'm happy with it. I was feeling kind of bad because they sent me the stool, and then I thought that there hadn't been any sales, and I thought, well, I kind of failed them in a way, They were good enough to send me the product, and I do like it, but then I found out, I talked to a friend of mine the other night and found out that he said, yeah, I bought one of those shop stools as soon as I saw yours in the video, so that made me feel a little bit better. So anyway, yeah, it's a good stool, and Vevor has come through again, and they have sent me, I'll show you what they sent me. They sent me another product. I get approached about once a week from different companies that want me to demonstrate their product or whatever, and it's only been, well, I think that shop stool and those hoist stands maybe that Vevor sent. I think Vevor is the only company that I've allowed to have a sponsorship on my channel, because I get approached all the time, but if it's not something I'm going to use, I'm not going to talk about it or demonstrate it on my channel. If I can't use it or if you can't use it, what's the point, you know? So I turn them down all the time. Usually it's video games. Now, can you see me having a video game sponsor my channel? This doesn't make any sense at all, but this does make sense. This will make sense to you and me. But anyway, this time Vevor has sent this scope, this endoscope, this bore scope, and it looks like a pretty nice one. Let me get it put together here and then I'll get back with you and we'll take a look at it. There's your screen, nice big color screen. That's pretty nice. And there's the scope, and I pulled a plug out of this old Chevy since it's so accessible here. Let's just go ahead and stick it in the cylinder. Look at there. There's the piston. There's the top of the piston. Look at that. That's kind of fun, isn't it? You can check out the cylinder walls. Looks like a little bit of, I don't know, it looks a little bit rusty. Don't know if that's what it is. I don't know why it would be, but you know, this thing's been sitting around a long time. Anyway, there you go. There's the bore scope from Vevor, and it also has, let me turn it off, but I'll show you. Okay, another thing about this, it has a little SD card, so you can do pictures or you can do video. There's a setting right there, and you can do video of whatever you're scoping and then save it to your SD card and then read it on your big computer screen and really see what's going on. So that's kind of a nice feature. I have to say, I have to say this is much nicer than the $400 one I bought from Napa a few years ago. And I think you can pick one of these up for, I believe it's a little over 100 bucks. Vevor.com, there you see it. So check them out. There's a button right there for a camera. I'm gonna have to read through the instructions. It's probably got a lot of features that I'm not even scratched the surface yet. Okay guys, if you need a bore scope, check them out at Vevor.com. I think I would recommend it. It seems to work really well, and it's got a nice clear picture, nice clear screen. The one I got from Napa was kind of hard to see. I remember using it on that old 66 GMC, and it had a rat's nest in there. A bunch of cotton out of the seat was in one of the cylinders. But it's hard to make it out what it was exactly, and I think you'd be able to see it real well on one of these. So if you need one of those, I would, yeah, I think I'd recommend one of these. It seemed to work really well. All right, let's get into the video and see what we got done, or how much we didn't get done, or whatever we did. Thanks for being here, guys. Got me reindeer antlers for Christmas, and I've already broke one. I'm gonna have to see if I can repair it. But I've got the antlers and the red nose. But it's part of the problem here is I almost can't fit this thing in the shop. When I get my tailpipes in, a lot of people comment about, oh, you'll bust your shins on those exhaust pipes. So finally, one guy got it. He said, I see you extended the exhaust pipes out far enough so you won't hit your shin on that hitch. I go, yeah, that's what I've been telling people. Oh, Lordy. Anyway, last video I mentioned that people could put names in the comments what they thought we should name this truck, because there's already too many crusties on the internet and certainly on YouTube. Too many crusty trucks. We we know. So I put it out to the YouTube audience to give me suggestions, and there was some pretty good ones, you know, but the winner we think is the winner is or maybe I'll just wait till the end of the video and I'm going to paint it on the tailgate. Yeah, that's what we'll do. But right now, let's take a look at something else. I went down today and measured Warren's snowplow, the distance on his. Well, it's just way up here, you know. But I got two issues here. One, I've already talked about. When I get this in here with just hardly enough room to get by here, I can't drag a toolbox past there. I can walk by there, that's it. But when I get it in just that far, I can't walk around the back. It just, it's too long. And it's not set up right. Oh, one guy commented said this is supposed to be vertical, and I'm sure he's right. But I was looking at Warren's today, and his plow is not that much longer than mine. It's just mounted differently, probably correctly, but his was from about here to the hitch was 42 inches. That's what mine is. I think that's about what it was. The thing is, this is supposed to be mounted back about 8 inches on the other side of this little flash pan, or whatever you call this thing here that goes in this piece of metal that runs behind the bumper. I don't know what it's called. But this hitch, these pins should be about 8 inches back behind that. And you know, I'd have to change everything about how this is mounted. And I really don't want to get into that right now. Maybe next summer I'll get into that, but right now I really don't want to get into that. So what I'm thinking is I could gain 8 inches right there, 9 inches actually, if I just cut this out and bring it back. Actually, cut that off. Yeah, I could pick up that 8 inches right there very easily. So I think maybe that's what I'm going to do for right now. Maybe later I'll get under there and mount that back further back. I don't know that it matters, but the thing is that I need to do, I talked about, is I need to be able to walk around this truck when I got it in the shop, and I need to transfer some of this weight. This is a long way out. This is a lot of weight to have way out, sticking out in front of this thing. That's going to be hard on the frame. I need to transfer some of that weight back under the truck. So I think that's what I'm going to do, and I know that I'm not doing probably what most people would do, because this whole mounting apparatus needs to be ripped out of here and moved back, but that means re-welding everything, your light bar and your pump and all that whole deal. Yeah, I just can't get into that right now. I got too many other irons in the fire. My dad used to say, I got so many irons in the fire, I'm just about to put my fire out. So, yeah, I've got this thing going on. But right now, that's one thing I could do. I could, one antler. But anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and take 8 inches out of that. I think I'm going to detach that plow from the truck and shrink her down a little bit. Only get 8 inches instead of 12, but any weight transfer, if I can get it all, will help a little bit. It's only going to let me go 9 inches. I'm only going to gain an inch Yeah, only gain an inch if I cut this off. So maybe I'll just leave them. Just take what I can get. Sometimes that's the way you gotta go. When it's Christmas Eve, and you're supposed to have a video out by Christmas. Yeah. Well, my plasma cutter is just not happy. It's I think you can probably see it. Instead of blowing through the metal, blowing all the way out the bottom of the cut, it's just coming back out of the cut like it's as if you were starting a gouge cut. If it was on the gouge setting, that's what it would do until you got it worked around in there. So, I don't know, I guess they call them consumables for a reason, huh? They do get consumed. Well, I guess it cut most of the way through, but boy, it's ugly. It just doesn't feel like it's doing what it should. But that's all right. We'll pick up some new pieces and parts next week, or later in the week. All right, I'm gonna get this out and get it cleaned up. Well, get it shortened up and then cleaned up and ready to weld back onto this. I just got to keep my width here so my pins line up, but. Yeah, I think if I cut that off, I'll be able to stab that back on there. Well, that wasn't too bad. Didn't take a terrible long time. Went through one disc. Not bad. Okay, let's do a little more cutting. Go, almost. There we go. Driving it on the wrong side, I guess. Okay, there's that. I think I'll clean that up a little bit. Get it ready to weld. All right, Noah. You can inspect my welds and see what you think. He was checking my fire extinguishers the other day, make sure I had the right ones. He's doing this fire science class, so he was looking out for me. I don't know. I think that'll hold. Yeah, I don't think it'll break right there. I could be wrong. May rip the whole thing off. May rip the whole front end of the truck out. Who knows? But boy, we'll have fun doing it. I'm going to get the hot wrench out and straighten these guys up. That should look like that. Should be fairly parallel, and as you can see, that's not parallel. So I'm going to put the hot wrench on it and beat on it a little bit. I think that's just about good enough for who it's for. It's certainly not as far back as it should be, but it's better than it was. Okay, that's all welded up. Oh, I just need to find my pin. Let me pick this thing up off the floor and see if it's underneath it somewhere. Yeah, that gives me, oh, what is it? 10 inches clearance, 8 inches or so. Let me see what we got here. Oh yeah, that's a good 8 inches off the ground. Well, I think I like that better. See how she does left to right. Probably need to hook up my hydraulics. You guys didn't see that, did you? Yeah, I got a whole lot of wobble out of that. Took the wobble out when I tightened that up. Now, that's all in that little pin. I gotta get a bigger pin going there. Okay, I got 2 feet clearance between the truck and the end of the plow, and I can still see my indicators real well. I think we're going to call that well, it's a success considering the way we did it, without having to remount everything back under the truck. I know that I transferred a little bit of weight, not as much as I'd like, but better than it was. Yeah, I like it. All right, let's turn it around, back it in here. We got something else to do, and it'll be nice too to be able to walk around this thing while it's in the shop. I got to figure out how to repair my antler, my broken antler. I guess I can turn those lights on. Yeah, that's pretty good. See, that's a safety precaution. We got those sticking out far enough to keep you from banging your shin on that hitch. That's funny. That's funny right there. I don't care who you are. That's funny. Okay. Another little couple little things I'm going to do, and then we're done with this one for a while. Well, I thought since that bumper's in such nice condition, nice and straight and everything, and no bends or nothing, since it's all nice like that, I thought I'd go ahead and give it a coat of paint. Man, I got that grinder dust all in my hair, just matted my hair. I went and washed my hair a while ago, but I'm gonna have to wash it again. It's just matted in there. I'm gonna have dreadlocks. All right, I don't know if that's gonna dry. It's pretty cold in here. I got the door open. Well, I don't have a paintbrush the size to do what I need to do. So I guess I'm just gonna fake it, but you know, it really don't matter on this old thing. You can just fake everything you want to on this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and back in here a little bit more and close that door. So maybe this paint will dry. There is one other thing I need to do. At some point, I need to put an edge on that blade. I've studied the different things, and people talk about rubber suggestions, you know, in the comments about rubber, and yeah, you can buy rubber snowplow blades, and then there's polyurethane hard blades, and that stuff that's all really expensive, and we're not going to be expensive on this truck. We're going to be as cheap as we can, and I kind of like the idea of that pipe, so it doesn't dig into my little thin ribbon of asphalt. Chip seal is what it is, not asphalt, chip seal. All right, I've never been good at freehand, but yeah, maybe I should pencil that out first. Got some reflective tape I want to put on this bumper, but I might have to wait till tomorrow. I'll leave this truck in overnight and let that paint dry, because it's not anywhere near dry. It's just cold in here, so we'll do that tomorrow. But yeah, that'll dress it up. How big do I want those letters? I think that's big enough, 1.5 inches. Might give that another little coat tomorrow. Yeah, I'll give that another coat tomorrow. Move these letters up a little bit and put my tape on the bumper. Then we be styling. Yeah. All right, boys and girls, that'll do it for this one. We didn't get a whole lot done, but you know, we made one little baby step forward, so that's all right, I guess. Anyway, thank you for being here, and as always, appreciate you taking time out of your busy day and watching one of my silly little videos. I'll just say once again, thanks Vivor for sponsoring this video. I really like this little scope. I think it's going to work out real well. So, yeah, Merry Christmas to everybody. You know, I really do appreciate you. Nah, that's not it. I sure do appreciate you. We'll see you next time right here on Waylon Myers' Old Iron. Have a good one.